Hello. I just realized that while I was editing this video that it's been a while since I've recorded and posted an actual video and that I needed an intro to this and I can't just jump into the meat of it. Crazy. Hi. My hair isn't blue. It will be again, but it's not right now. Right now I'm experimenting with having black hair and, adding adornments as you do. In my continued quest to make pants interesting, I'm kind of going back to one of my early videos. I say I've done so many videos. I'm going back to one of the first ones where I combined two pairs of pants into one pair of pants, and the idea for those was to make them wide leg pants, but they just kind of turned into regular straight leg pants, which is fine, but not what I was aiming for. With this one I realized that I'm going to make some really wide leg pants, and we're gonna see how that goes. At time of filming, which I'm filming on my phone, I have not finished them, but I'm done with one leg and I've started on the second leg. So in theory, these are going to look dope as hell. In practice, I haven't done that yet, so pray for me and we'll see by the end of this whether it worked out. I started off with 3 pairs of jeans that I knew I wanted to try and combine. I had already separated them out and cut each pair of jeans into 4 different panels. My original idea was that I was going to combine them into a skirt. I had seen this really lovely wrap skirt and I've never made one of those, so I figured why not try it out with these pieces. And as you can see, the textiles go together really lovely, but with how heavy the denim and everything was together, it just was not looking good together. I don't think it would have moved very nicely. I don't think it would have turned into a very nice idea. So, scrapped that. Back to the drawing board we go. Instead, I found these overalls that I forgot to get a video of before I opened them up, but essentially they were too tight in the thigh and I had been avoiding wearing them. So instead, what I decided I was going to do was add at least the checkered jeans and the gray jeans to these. The idea would be turning them from the kind of skinny leg jeans that they are into wide leg pants. I've never had wide leg pants, so I figured this was a pretty nice way to try it out. I've already opened the side seam of the overalls, so all I need to do is take one of the panels of the checkered pants here and put them into the side seam. Now, what I realized later on is that what I really should have done is I should have cut this into a triangle so that it would, go out like a skirt, but I don't realize that until later, so hey, learn from my mistakes. The checkered jeans are really old and have been falling apart, so what I did was I flatlined them with some fabric that I had left over from another project. Flatlining, I believe I'm using the term correctly. I'm just taking another piece of fabric, attaching it to this one, and sewing it up all the way around. I'm struggling here with my needle, but honestly, this was surprisingly easy to sew through. I'm using Sashiko thread and a pretty big needle. I got a pack of large eye needles off Amazon ages ago, and I'm using them here to just get through the multiple layers of denim and corduroy and so on. Time lapse of destruction. I'm taking apart opening up all of the seams so that I have panels. And this is where I'm at so far. Because of how low down I started sewing, I have, like, the pockets are sticking out the bottom, which I haven't yet decided if I was going to leave them on or fold them up so that they drag on the ground, or what I was going to do, cuff them and then sew it. What I end up deciding is cutting off all of the pocket extras, and I'm going to sew them on as patch pockets onto the bigger pants. So far I have 2 sides done on one leg, and now I need to get the other leg started. Yeah, I'm hand sewing all of this, so this has been, I believe, 3-4 days maybe, and I anticipate, depending on, you know, life and things, maybe another 2 or 3 days. Alright, so we're 3/4 of the way through. I have 3 of the legs attached. I still need to do this one. I still need to open the seam and open it up and attach the leg. But so far, and I could completely change my mind once I'm, you know, actually done. But I think past me kind of cooked with this. I thought it was a mistake and was like, oh man, that's gonna look bad. But like, I actually kind of like how it looks as opposed to it being more flat with like doing the triangle thing. So now I know. I also think I cut the end a little too high on this, so live and you learn. I kind of knew this was gonna look patchworky regardless, so meh. And I think once I add on the pockets, that'll help like kind of unify the whole thing anyway, so bye-bye. Both sides are sewed, so all I have to do is attach the pockets. I really liked how these two looked. Obviously alternating sides, I think that it'll really bring it together. And I have to sew. I didn't want to sew through multiple, because these are the zippers. I didn't want to sew through multiple zippers and layers of denim. So what I'm planning to do is to come in like this and then just like go around. Yeah, so apologies for the background noise. Does this happen to anyone else where like you'll be so close to the end of a project, but then your brain is just like, no, we're done. We don't have to work on this anymore. And it's like, no, we do. We definitely do. We're not done. What are you talking about? But like I'll get to like the absolute last bits of a project, like the finishing parts, like we are so close to done. And then my brain is like, I don't wanna. Like I had to, it was a struggle to get through putting on the pockets. Like truly my brain did not want me to work on these, but I struggled through and I kept going and I got the pants finished, and now's the time for the reveal. I really like them. I'm wearing them right now. I'm really hoping that I was able to get some angles so that you can actually see the whole thing. If not, I'm definitely gonna put like a big selfie at the end. It's gonna be taken on my phone. They are heavy, but a lot of the weight is held onto the waist, and the waist is really reinforced because they're really good overalls. So yeah, I'm really happy with how they look, and I'm happy with how it came out. I like halfway through did not want to work on them anymore, but yeah, I think they look good. Thanks for watching.